here's what I can tell you guys. In the coming months, we're about 4 months away from the 2024 election. It looks like it's going to be Donald Trump. Looks like it's going to be Biden. It looks like it potentially RFK can be in the mix. We'll see. But here's what I can guarantee you guys. Things are about to get real ugly.
Oh.
Things are about to get real ugly in America. And it's only getting uglier for the next 4 months. So
entertaining.
Stay united. You know, I'm not on team red. I'm not on team blue. I'm team red, white, and blue. I want what's best for America. I think you guys do as well. So here's some headlines that we're just going to just boom, 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 run through. And then we'll get to what I think is the most unhappy ending in American history. So stay tuned for that. So since things are about to get real ugly, there's a new resistance that is being started to the new Trump administration second presidency, and this resistance has already started. It's okay if you can't pull up the article. New York Times has a paywall. But opponents of Trump are preparing for a potential second Trump presidency by drafting potential lawsuits and making measures such as, you ready for it? You look at what they're doing? Stockpiling abortion medication.
What?
So if Trump's going to take over, we got to get our abortion pills ready to rock. So Governor Jay Inslee out there in Washington said, female reproductive rights, I got you. We're going to stockpile these abortion. But that's what they're doing to prepare. Democratic officials, progressive activists, and even some ex-Republican lawmakers are organizing to counteract Trump's potential harmful policies, they say. And the ACLU, the American Civil Liberties United, whatever the ACLU stands for, they said that we're going to be the David to Trump's government's Goliath. So the resistance is already happening against Trump before he's even won the election. But then you have Trump's people, Lara Trump, who is the wife, I believe, of Eric Trump. Lara Trump, she's out there vowing to prosecute anyone who cheats in the election. And she's basically getting her full Liam Neeson from Taken on. If you go to the next thing, she's basically saying, we will find you. We will track you. We will hunt you down. And if you're also...
She don't play.
She doesn't play. She says, we are sending a loud and clear message out there to anyone thinks about cheating on election day. We will find you. Yeah. We will track you down. And we will prosecute you to the fullest extent of the law. And don't make me... I won't say it. But she's putting together a super team. She's building an army of 100,000 poll watchers and over 500 lawyers to deploy across America.
I like that.
This November, she ain't playing around.
No.
Lara Trump, she ain't playing around out there. Okay. There's always some irregularities in elections.
Right.
But I'm a full advocate of free and fair and honest elections.
Me too.
We don't need no cheating. Speaking of cheating, most U.S. voters think that the Trump criminal trial in New York was politically motivated. Here's a Monmouth University poll, found that 57% of all voters, so that's a majority of all voters, think that there was political motivation to bring down Trump. And of course, 93% of Republicans believe that the Donald Trump New York criminal trial was politically motivated. So those are some of the poll numbers that's going on there in America. By the way, nearly half of independents think that Trump should have dropped out of the race following the guilty verdict right there. I don't know if we have that poll, but that's fine. 49% of independents believe Trump should drop out. 15% of Republicans and 8% of Trump supporters. So there's even 8% of Trump supporters that's, nah, you're guilty, bro. Drop out. What are the chances that Trump is dropping out of this election?
None.
Less than zero. So 46% of voters think that he should be sentenced to prison. There's a lot of Trump haters out there.
Yep.
There's a lot of Trump haters out there. There's a lot of people that think that the what's happening in America is political persecution, that there is the weaponization of the justice system. But there's some truth to that. But there's also some truth to, listen, you know, you're judged by a jury of their peers. I tend to, trust the justice system. But, Americans are not exactly in line with what's happening right now.
Right.
We saw that Hunter Biden, he just got found guilty. Was that weaponization? I don't know what's going on there. I don't know. The point is, it's okay to question it. What's not okay to do, you ready for it, is kill one another. That's what's potentially happening in America today. I talked about things could get real ugly. This guy, Donnie O'Sullivan, Irish, don't want to disrespect my Irish people. He went out there talking to people, interviewing people who are fans of Trump, people who are fans of MAGA. This clip, I believe, starts at 3:53. And they were talking about, this is a word that I'm not exactly a fan of, civil war. So here he is at 3:53 asking Trump loyalists what they would do if Trump does not win the election. Okay, here we go.
Are you concerned if Trump loses?
Yeah.
That there will be another January 6th?
No, I think there will be a civil war.
Oh.
That's what I think will happen.
Oh, just a little,
Very aggressive.
just a little civil war right there. Okay.
Pretty big deal.
By the way, there was multiple people that said that, and there's some stats that say that. There's actually another clip. By the way, that's if he does not win. You have that other clip that you can show. This was someone who said if Trump is convicted, which he was, they said, what do you think should happen if he's found guilty? This is about 9 months ago. This one particular woman had some pretty harsh words. This starts at 2:28.
Here we go.
So here is our friend talking about what they would do if Trump gets convicted. Go ahead.
All of the Dominion machines. Why'd that blow up?
If Donald Trump were to be found guilty by a jury, where do you see this going?
Civil war. Civil war.
Oh my God.
Because we can't live together, obviously.
And if he wants me to protect him, I'm going to go in there. I'm going to let him know that I'll do it.
Okay.
Guys,
You know, guys, just a little civil war. Just a little murdering your fellow civilian. Just a little something, something. By the way, if you did the math on the Civil War, which happened in 1861 to 1865, you know, the Union held, they beat the Confederates. You know how many people died in that war? About 1 million Americans.
Wow.
1 million Americans. So what would a civil war look like today? By the way, it was pretty clear back then. It was North versus South.
Yeah.
It was free states versus slave states. And you kind of knew where the line of demarcation kind of went down. If you're in Virginia and North, you're on the north side. If you're south of Virginia, okay,
South.
and you're in South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, you're on the south side. All right, guys, break. Go kill each other. What? That's something that we're just casually talking about in America today. Now, I think no way do people actually think about a civil war in America today. Turns out I was fucking wrong. Turns out people about that life.
That's scary.
Now, here's what's happening right here. Here's a stat right here. The U.S. Civil War on the horizon. Here's a share of U.S. adults that say civil war is likely in the next 10 years by political alignment. By the way, all adults, 43%. Democrats, a little less keen on civil war.
Wow.
40%. But then you got the Republicans. They're saying, yeah, we're about that life. 54%. By the way,
I don't know about that.
this was in what year, Nat? If you look on the bottom right, what year was that?
2022.
2022.
Oh.
So maybe, just maybe, cooler heads will prevail. Oh, guys, Civil War, this is insane.
I hope so.
There was a new poll, new article, done this year in 2024.
Oh, no.
It used to be 43%. Now, if you scroll to the top, it's up to 47%. So almost half of Americans say, yeah, Civil War? Yeah, I could see it. So here's my question.
Everyone's dramatic, though.
You know, it was 43% in 2022. This year, it's 47%. It's up 4%. Republicans, they were a little bit more likely than Democrats to believe in a civil war.
Right.
Here's a stat right now talking about Trump voters and Biden voters. Trump voters, would you favor a red, stay to the top, would you favor a red state, blue state situation seceding from the Union? So Trump voters, 52% said, yeah, we can do the Civil War thing or even secede from the Union. Whereas Biden voters, 41%. So listen,
I don't want to fight.
Biden voters, there's 41%. That's 4 out of 10 Americans. Trump voters, that's 5 out of 10 Americans. Guys, here's my question. What does a civil war look like?
Oh, I don't.
Who are you fighting? Who are you attacking? Who are you killing? Your fellow Americans? just because they voted for somebody else? Are you going after politicians? Are you going after the political party that you don't agree with? By the way, I'm speaking to Democrats and Republicans because this is a slippery slope here. You know, you're going after Trump, you're weaponizing the justice system. You don't think that they're going to try to do that to Biden? Yeah. You don't think that, you know, he didn't do it to Hillary, but now they're doing it to Trump. You don't think they're going to do it to Biden, regardless of what happens in the election? This is going to tit for tat game that it just get uglier and uglier and uglier. Yeah. Now, I started off at the top of the show saying, listen, one of the reasons that I think you should tune into this show is because I'm going to be fair. Yeah. I'm not on Team Trump and I'm not on Team Biden. I'm on Team America. And, you know, casting a vote, having, you know, regulation, taxes, cultural issues, culture wars, that's all fair and good. Civil war? This is where we're at right now? So, guys, let's just get real here for a second. I firmly believe the following. We have more in common that sets us apart. We all want to have health, wealth, happiness, success, family, good things happen to our life. There's just a difference of opinions. Yeah. You know, they say that we're two wings of the same bird. There's the red wing, there's the blue wing, but we're all part of the red, white, and blue. So I would encourage you this election season, as things are starting to get heated up, polls, debates, Biden, Trump, what's going on? Remember one thing. We actually went through a civil war in 1861 to 1865 that almost brought our country to our knees. They assassinated the president of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. 100 years later, they assassinated JFK. What outcome are you expecting from a civil war? So, you know, they say that things are going to get ugly. I know they are. Yeah. But there's a limit to the ugliness, and we know where that limit is, and that's killing fellow Americans. Political retribution, political weaponization, hurting, potentially causing harm, killing fellow Americans, illegal. Not exactly something that we're condoning. Yes. So if you're a Trump fan and you're talking about civil war, or you have friends talking about civil war, tell them to pump the brakes a little bit. Yeah. Just, hey, listen. You know, good advice. What are you doing, guys? Relax. If you're a Biden fan, if you're a Democrat, and you have friends talking about civil war or seceding from the Union, where are you going, guys? This is the one country we got. We're a shining city on a hill here in America, and we need to be a beacon of hope and democracy and freedom for the rest of the world, and we're the ones talking about civil war. I challenge you to go to any other country in the world and see what it's like there, and then come back to America and be like, thank God. Got it pretty good here in America today. So be kind to each other. Agree without being disagreeable. And just remember, during political season, we tend to frame each other. Did you vote for Trump? You voted against Trump? Fuck you. Fuck. There's so many other things in life other than your political affiliation. Just remember that as we're entering political season. Natalia Del Valle, sometimes we fight. Yes. Right? But there's no civil war here.
No, not ever.
You know, the whites and the browns, we get along these days.
Yes, we do.
Whoa. If you like that one, click right here to watch the full SOSCAST. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel.